Show, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 11 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page. Good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. Hope you all had a great weekend. I'm Eva Marcel here with a look at your front page news. So this past Saturday, a test for the coronavirus that uses saliva samples was approved for emergency use by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. So this test was developed with funding from the NBA, shout out to the NBA, and is much less invasive than the current nose swab test. Also, Congress went on break for the summer, but Speaker Nancy Pelosi is calling the House back into session to draft new legislation to address the U.S. Postal Service crisis. Democrats hope to prevent the White House from influencing mail delays that could affect the November election. And last, the 4-day Democratic National Convention kicks off tonight. And yes, it is virtual. In addition to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, speakers will also include Bernie Sanders, Bill and Hillary Clinton, and Barack and Michelle Obama. TV networks ABC, CBS, and NBC will air an hour of coverage each night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and PBS will air daily coverage from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, that was a quick look at your headline news. For more, log on to the RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, let's take a look at sports.
It's all to the good, man. We got two main things to talk about this morning. The opening round of the NBA playoffs begins today. Yes, indeed, man. In the East, you got Milwaukee and Orlando, Toronto versus the Brooklyn Nets, Boston and Philly, Indiana and Miami. In the West, Lakers versus the Portland Trailblazers, Clippers versus the Mavs, Denver versus Utah, Rockets versus Oklahoma City. Pay attention to the Lakers Trailblazers series. That could be an upset, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just putting it out there. I ain't got time to go into detail. Last but not least, Ohio State quarterback Justin Fields started a petition requesting the Big Ten to immediately reinstate the 2020 football season. He received over 200,000 signatures so far. He believes that players and staff members should be able to make their own decisions about what is best for their health. So we're going to see what happens, man. And that's what I got for sports right now. Gary, what you got, man?
All right, y'all. Everybody's talking about it. They're saying hundreds of thousands of people, citizens in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, are severely depressed. They're saying, y'all, because Baton Rouge rapper Boosie Badass has his Instagram deleted, and they're saying he's begging CEO Mark Zuckerberg, y'all, to restore his account. Now, in a video posted, y'all, on Twitter and on his OnlyFans page, they're saying Boosie, y'all, plead with Mark Zuckerberg, y'all, to restore his account because he said rappers are not able to tour during the pandemic, and Instagram is the only way he can make his money. Well, they're saying, well, whatever, honey, post Boosie, because they say, first of all, you ain't doing nothing on it anyway, but posting, honey, sexual content on Instagram and whatever. So they say, why should you be renewed your doggone Instagram pages or whatever? And some people say he needs to be begging for water to enter his body instead of begging for to get back on Instagram and on social media. So we don't keep him to enter his body.
You're saying he look ashy?
He use a little moisture.
Yeah, so they say that's what he needs to be doing. But I mean, it's not only rappers. I know comedians get their social medias turned off too. So we just got to pray, y'all, that, Mr. Zuckerberg, y'all kind of help these people out, y'all. And
teach the man his name right, because it's not Zuckerberger. That's not his
Zuckerberg.
name.
It's Zuckerberg. Well, whatever it is, he begging and pleading, so he ain't getting it turned back on, y'all, honey. So we're going to follow this story. And, hopefully one day he could be back on social media, y'all. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is orange peel. Yep. On the high, you say orange peel, and on the lunge, you say beautiful neon orange. That's your color for the day. Brad, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
Coming up in the hot spot, one of R. Kelly's people that was caught a charge. I'm going to tell you all about it. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot,
and that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, bottom of the hour. It's time for the hot spot. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot, where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into this thing. R. Kelly's alleged manager, Donald Russell, has been charged by the U.S. Department of Justice for allegedly threatening to shoot up the surviving R. Kelly screening back in December 2018. Russell has admitted to first sending a cease and desist letter to try to end the screening, but when that failed, he allegedly called them and threatened to shoot the place up, which ended the event. He's been charged with 1 count of conspiracy to threaten physical harm and 1 count of threatening physical harm. Each charge carries a max sentence of 5 years in prison. All right, y'all, moving on to California. Yes, a California judge has dismissed the case against Lizzo regarding the writing credits and royalties for her hit song Truth Hurts. The countersuit, it was dismissed from brothers Justin and Jeremiah Raisin, who claimed they deserved writing credits for Truth Hurts, but without deciding who in fact authored the song, they didn't know what exactly to do. So they said that the song called Healthy is what these guys had sang, but Lizzo took a portion of that song to make Truth Hurts. Well, Lizzo sued the brothers back in October 2019, and in her suit, she asked to get declarations saying that they were not the songwriters for the song, and therefore they were not entitled to any profits. Well, they said they wrote a part in the song, and if some song called Healthy from 2017. So Lizzo denied the story, saying that the only one lyric that is a product of their writing session that ended up on the song is "I just did a DNA test, turns out I'm 100% that beat," which was written by Jesse St. John Geller, who is receiving writing credits for that song. So thank God that it was dropped. It's always something going on with like writing credits of a song. If you did not write anything of this song, you get no royalties. You get no, you get no credits. Period. So that's why it's important that everybody need to know how to write. Everybody want to get in the game and just be famous and sing songs and be on TV. But the important part, if you want to get some money, is to be a writer. All right, y'all, moving on. We got 10 employees at Will and Jada Smith's production company, Westbrook Inc. They have tested positive for COVID-19. That's right, 10 of them. This was documented on the Los Angeles County Public Health website. And they said in the statement that we did receive 10 positive tests, and the crew members also quarantined themselves, and they remain in quarantine. All 10 people were retested and have received negative results. We will continue to follow all official guidelines and safety protocols. All right, y'all.
About to have coronavirus or gonorrhea.
Oh my God.
Corona for 200, please.
Not Corona for 200.
No, let me get that gonorrhea, because that come with a pill.
Yeah,
Gonorrhea come with a pill.
Some amoxicillin, you straight.
Oh, yeah, you good. You
Amoxicillin.
Yeah.
How do you know this, Ricky?
I heard.
Okay, go ahead.
Everybody got burnt in high school.
Oh, yeah, everybody got that burn before you was 21. Yeah, before you was 21.
You had sex in high school?
Everybody.
12 and a half grade. Yeah, 12th grade.
Yeah, y'all should
half grade.
Oh, y'all should.
Everybody got a purple heart before you was 21.
We're a transparent show, so we're telling the truth.
All right, y'all. Good Lord have mercy. We're going to wrap up the hot spot right there. Coming up next, we got Rock T's joke of the day. And in the meantime, in between time, hit us up for them wake up calls at 1-866-9-RICKY. That's 1-866-9-RICKEY. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. Gonorrhea. Lord, it's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time for Rock T's Joke of the Day. All right, y'all. All right, Rock, it's got to be funny. Let's do it.
Oh, God.
What kind of bees produce milk?
What kind of bees produce milk?
Boobies.
Get at me for your wake-up calls. You can call right now, 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. Sometimes your mom said don't even address it.
Okay.
Call us up for your wake-up calls. Gary, what's the number, Gary?
866-9-RICKY. That's 866-9-RICKY.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show. No, sir.
No.
Trips that Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T.
It's Gary, baby.
All right, 5 minutes after the hour, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Y'all remember, we talked about former Destiny's Child member LaToya Luckett. She and her husband, Tamika Walker, y'all, they asked for prayer, y'all, to save their family after the cheating rumors with Tamika. Well, y'all, people are saying that sometimes, honey, the answer to your prayer is no. It's being reported, y'all, that LaToya and Tamika no longer follow each other on Instagram, and LaToya has turned off her comments. They're saying Tamika is also the leader of the post, y'all, asking fans, y'all, for prayer for his marriage, y'all. It may be over with. Now, some people are saying, y'all, that they understand, y'all, and this is, help me out, Eva, y'all, the common sense in cheating. They say, especially if you are on TV, thoughts make it a point, y'all, to target men that seem happy in their marriage for attention. They say, don't put your man on TV if you're doing reality shows. Instant divorce. They say some men can't handle the extra attention, which is true.
I agree.
You know, exactly. Leave your mate off the TV. Don't put him on there, hell, because you know what they're setting it up for and stuff like that. And just like being your manager, don't let him be your damn manager neither. It's sad, and I feel bad for LaToya. I like LaToya and Thomas because I met him as well. Nice people and whatever. But it's just a sad thing. And some people saying LaToya should have never married him when she found out his damn legal name was Tomicus. They say she should have ran for the board. I'm just telling you what people say.
Look, I'm not one as a woman, and this might sound strange coming from a woman. I'm not one that condones cheating. I'm just also not one to throw the towel in just because of cheating. So I think it's real extra when side pieces out here are doing things intentionally to break up a marriage or a happy home, because that's just so messy. She's pregnant with her second child.
Exactly.
No marriage is perfect, and no one needs an extra side piece over here doing too much.
Well, I'm sorry, but you ain't finna cheat on me, honey. Nah, I'm sorry. I don't condone
We
it.
don't even know
the
date to this. Like, this could be something old and something
It don't
bitter.
matter if it was old or not. You still penetrated another damn woman. No.
This could have been before LaToya.
ma'am.
This could have been
I don't care what it
old,
was.
and this lady
This ain't old.
because she ain't with him.
This
Like,
ain't old. This
it's
ain't no
always
old stuff, honey.
something.
Yeah, it's always something. But you're not going to sit here and cheat on me, and I got to sit here and look in your damn face and smile in the public like I'm happy, knowing I'm not, because you running around with every damn body else. No, ma'am. Moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, we ain't hearing what you got to say. Moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, Tiffany Haddish, y'all. Now, they say she is speaking out, and I don't think this is a good time for Tiffany Haddish to be speaking out like this. But she's saying, y'all, that she didn't know how to read, honey, when she was a kid. Now, she revealed, y'all, that she didn't know how to read when she was a child. She did an interview recently, and she discussed being nominated for a 2018 Grammy, y'all, for the audiobook version of The Last Black Unicorn when she couldn't read for a long time. She explained that was kind of cool to be nominated for a Grammy for reading out loud when I couldn't read at one point in time in my life when I was in my teens, honey.
I mean, I understand a lot of people start out in reading group number 3. You know what I'm saying? And then you move up to reading group number 2, then you reading group number 1, and then you become an adult and really learn how to read good.
Yeah, but they saying she's copying.
That is not how that goes.
They say she's trying to copy Fantasia, and that's not cute, honey. They say this is not.
You do not have to become an adult to know how to read.
At home to practice with. Yeah, they can't read either.
Well, I don't know. This is not a good time to tell people that, Ricky, honey, we just got a first black woman nomination for vice president.
She know how to read.
I know that, but she
has a bar.
Yeah, but people paint with a broad brush. They'll be thinking all black women can't read, because now, honey, she's saying this,
Gary,
and that's not a good look, Tiffany. And then some people saying that she's trying to copy Fantasia, doing a copy and paste, saying that story. That's not a good look. It's not a good look, honey. I'm sorry, Tiffany. She should have said that last year, not this year, honey.
Kill you.
They all are. They all are.
They gonna get, and then they blame us. Then they be mad at us. Those are our friends.
Yes.
That's what somebody said. So, honey, that's what somebody said. So she copied and pasted that. But nevertheless, we gonna pray, honey, and everything's gonna be all right.
But she can read now.
Oh yeah, she can read now. She got karma, so she read something, honey. So she got karma. So, but anyway, we're just gonna keep her lifted. All right. Okay, and my final story, y'all, honey. You know, honey, John Tegan's wife saying, honey, she didn't know she was pregnant. She didn't find out until she was having her implants removed. And she said she had taken the test before she had it done. And they told her, girl, you ain't pregnant. Then come to find out, she said she was pregnant, child. So
you said John Tegan's wife?
I mean,
definitely called him John Tegan.
Chrissy Teigen's John Legend. Sorry, twisted their last name. But anyway, congratulations to them. We're glad they're going to have their third baby. Maybe she can sit down and stay off of social media, because this girl's always on social media.
Can you just end it with congratulations to them on their child?
After I finish. But yes, anyway, congratulations, honey, to Chrissy and John and their third child, y'all. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today is orange peel. On the high end, you say orange peel, and on the low end, you say beautiful neon orange. That's your color for today.
Y'all give it up again with the T. I got your wake-up calls. Get at me, 8669 Ricky, 866. Call me now. The phone lines are wide open, looking for your enthusiastic wake-up calls. 8669 RICKEY. Call me now, Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Here we go. Wake up.
Get yourself together. Cause they woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes. Northrop Robbins Air Force Base. I want to say good morning to Mr. Bowens and Miss Bennett. Wake up, wake up, wake up!
This is Mr. Rogers here in Raleigh, North Carolina. I just want to tell everybody, wake up, Torchlight Academy School. This is the first day of school. Wake up, wake up.
This is Leslie calling from the west side. Wake y'all happy butts up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Victor in Wichita, Kansas. I got my Purple Heart in 1985. Wake up, wake up, wake up to all my Purple Heart recipients.
Good morning. This is Joyce from Phoenix City, telling Valley Healthcare Systems Inc. to wake up, wake up, wake up.
Radio. It's a whole gang of cities tuned in, locked in. What's yours? Cause we gon' let them know. When you at Portland, wake up. And Charlotte, wake up. And Raleigh, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, Baltimore, wake up. And Nashville, wake up. Indianapolis, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, appreciate it, Brad. Y'all give it up one time. We got church in 60 seconds with the one and only Pastor Brad.
Oh, it's a good time. It's a good time. It's a good time. It's a good time.
Well.
Believers, deceivers. Oh, and there's just a few more stimulus check receivers.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes, saints, we're often caught doing things we should not be doing.
That's right.
Isn't it something that we call guilty temptations? We know we don't need it, but we sure do want it.
That's right.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Just the other day, Mother Brat, I found myself with a pork steak. I got some peppers and onions.
Ooh.
Put that pork steak together. And as great as it was, with a little mushroom gravy on the side.
Yes.
Early the next morning, when I got through eating that pork steak, went to bed and got up. My feet looked like Lou Nell's jaws. Oh, don't tell her I said that. But I knew before I ate it that it was going to affect me that way. You know, they want things that you know you can't have.
That's right.
Pork steak, pork loin, pork chops, chitlins with hog maw, maple bacon, honey glazed ham, pig lips, pig toes, pig hairs, pork skins, hot sauce and pork skins.
Come on.
You know you don't need them, but you sure do want them. Say yeah. Say yeah. Follow me at the real Pastor Fred. I got to go to the doctor to get me some prednisone. Follow me at the real Pastor Fred.
Hey, one time for the one and only Pastor Fred. All right, Jerry's about the morning show. Black Tommy, where you at?
Hey, don't even try it this morning, Shawty. I'm telling you, Shawty. I
didn't want to. I was trying to see why you was calling in sick because you're not at work.
Ain't nobody calling in sick, Shawty. I ain't sick. I feel fine, Shawty. But I got beef today, Shawty. I ain't coming in the other day. And I'm finna tell you why I ain't coming in the other day, Shawty. And I don't care if you don't like it, Shawty.
Yeah.
I got beef for all of y'all, Shawty. Everybody in that room, Shawty, right on, Shawty.
Man, ain't nobody.
Gary with the
wait, what?
Brett, Evil, Rock T, Jolline Sound, all of y'all, Shawty.
Yeah.
This the most disrespectful day in the life of Black Tony, Shawty. This might be my last day, Shawty. I swear, for God,
You
this
about
might
to turn
be my
in
last
2 week
day.
notice?
But it's disrespect right here, what y'all showed me today, Shawty. Listen up, cuz.
Yeah.
You done been on the radio on the other day for almost like 2 or 3 hours, Shawty.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't said no thing about my family, but y'all ain't congratulate or pray for my family or nothing, Shawty.
What you mean?
Y'all ain't got no congratulations, Shawty.
To who?
For my brother, Shawty, Gucci Mane.
Oh,
Gucci Mane LaFleur. Goo-wop.
Yeah, what about Gucci Mane?
Him and his wife, my sister-in-law, having a baby, Shawty.
Oh, Gucci Mane having a baby?
Congratulations on that.
Oh,
y'all ain't say none of his music.
That's on. I understand that you Gucci Man, you Goo-Wop biggest fan, bro.
I'm be a godfather, Shawty.
So Goo-Wop already picked you out to be a godfather?
I mean, he ain't did it yet, but I'm pretty sure he gonna do it.
Oh, dog, yeah, that's that.
And y'all just been on the air laughing and talking about everybody else. Y'all been talking about everybody else in the whole world except for Gucci.
You know what, Black Tony, I accept full responsibility for not saying anything about Guwap and
Shawty, you need to, Shawty, you need in honor of you doing that, Shawty, you need to quit today, Shawty. You need to be your last day, Shawty. Just quit.
Yeah.
You need to just quit.
Hey, who in charge of doing birthdays, anniversaries, and baby announcements? Do you know it's a boy or girl, Black Tony? Where we can get the information.
We don't know yet, Shawty. We ain't sat down and had a family meeting yet. We don't know what it is yet, Shawty.
Oh, you some candy to go up?
Congratulations to Gucci.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Black Tony, you know, I know that really stressed you out, the fact that we ain't said that, man. Just take the rest of the day off, bro.
I want everybody in the whole United States of America and United States to cut on your headlights and ride with your headlights on all day in honor of Gucci Man and Gucci Collier having a baby.
Yeah,
I want y'all to all cut your headlights on all day, Shawty.
Yeah, bro.
And hold your hand about the window with your fist up.
Yeah, let it out, dog. Let it out, dog. Don't hold it.
It's so different.
It ain't good for you to hold it. Let it out, dog. Let it out. Let it out. Let it out, dog.
Hold it. Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T.
It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley, the morning show. It is 4 minutes after the hour. Gary has the tea and the clue of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Keisha Knight Pulliam, honey. She's back in the news, honey. Yes, Brett, your colleague, is back in the news, honey. And I'm here for it, y'all. She is demanding, honey, that her ex-husband, Ed Hartwell, cough up the receipts for jewelry he bought her for their wedding as part of the contentious $32,000 back child support case. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Keisha wants Hartwell. Yes, honey. They say Keisha wants Hartwell to produce bills of sale, honey, for her wedding ring, her wedding band, his and her watches, and other jewelry that he bought since 2018 before the pair headed to trial. They're going to trial on next week, honey, according to reports. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the former Cosby Show actress said she wants information about Hartwell's monthly NFL disability income and the settlement deal between him and the league over his concussions.
I don't know what to do.
Yes, and they say she also wants Mr. Hartwell to produce documents related to his purchase of a beautiful mansion outside of Atlanta. So she wants all these things, honey, and she said she wants his tax returns, his bank statements, credit card bills, and everything he done online. And they're saying that, honey, Miss Hartwell, he has yet to respond to Pulliam's motion. Now, they said that Pulliam accused her, spouse, honey, of flouting court-ordered child support deal where Hartwell is supposed to pay her $3,007 a month, honey, for their little daughter, little Miss Ella, while, who now she's 3 years old, Ricky, this child need her money. They say he been paying less.
Do he get to see the baby?
Well, I'm sure he can see little Ella. I'm sure Keisha would never hold Ella from him. And saying, honey,
it seems like you don't know.
I'm just curious, and I'm cool with him giving her everything she deserves, but do she let him see the baby? Do she let him have visitation and keep the baby for a week? The baby 3 years old, he ain't gonna do nothing to the baby. Now, from what I understand, I'm just trying to see.
But has he been trying to see the baby is the question. If he doesn't see it, has he been making an effort?
That's
we don't know that.
From what I heard,
well, we don't know if she's showing the baby neither.
Huh?
Well, we don't know if she's not letting him see the baby either. I mean, he probably, if you're supposed to pay $3,007 a month, have your money in your hand.
Pay the money. That's the bottom line.
Yeah,
keep all confusion down. Pay that money. If you buying houses and stuff, just pay the money.
Yeah, so it's just that simple.
And if he ain't got it, that's a different story. But if he got it, pay the money. It's your child.
Right.
Yeah, because poor Ella needs to eat, baby. That child got to eat.
Now, Ella eating. Now, don't do that now. Keisha work hard, okay?
Yeah. Y'all still touring with the play?
No.
Oh. But anyway, child.
Coronavirus, Gary.
Right. Are you at the office,
You've been the
Gary?
last 4 months.
Right. At home.
But I'm working.
That don't mean she not working.
Halle Berry, honey, she's stepping out, y'all. Miss Halle Berry, she's skateboarding pantless, y'all, for her 54th birthday. Now, she took a different approach, y'all, to celebrate her 54th birthday. They said she put a picture on her Instagram, honey. She was seen barefoot on a skateboard wearing colorful bikini bottoms and a white cover top, and she captured it as 54. Life just gets better and better. That is so beautiful. I could have seen one of y'all, Brad and Eva, honey, on a skateboard pantless, honey, skateboard barefoot and stuff for y'all 54th birthday.
Brad already put up pictures out. We waiting on Eva. Where the pictures?
My mama told me do not walk outside without shoes. No. You're not going to see me pantless or shoeless outside nowhere.
Why not? Eva, that's California-ish. Isn't that?
That's not. I'm from South Central. Don't let California fool you. I'm still from the hood. You still have to put your slouch socks and your shoes on.
All right, honey. Well, that's all right, y'all. And in other celebrity news, y'all, let's continue to pray for y'all for LaToya looking at her husband, Mr. Tomicus Walker, y'all. It's being reported, y'all, that they just scraped each other's pictures, all their information from their social media, y'all, and people are wondering if there's a divorce on the horizon. Hopefully that there isn't, for the sake of the children, but, a lot of people saying staying for the sake of the children just does not make it any better. So, sometimes you have to do what you have to do, but hopefully, y'all, that, they stay together.
Man, the fact that she's pregnant and got to go through that, I feel so bad for her. I feel bad for both of them. I hope the situation work out,
Yeah, because I like I said, I like both of them. They're both nice people when I met them, but I've been knowing LaToya for a minute. But it's just a sad situation. But yeah, we're going to keep them lifted up in prayer, y'all, and hopefully, in the words of Tina Turner, let's stay together. All right, the color today, y'all, is one of my favorite colors. My color today is orange peel. On the high end, you say orange peel, and on the low end, you say beautiful neon orange. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all, give it up for Gary with the tea. Gary, did you take your medicine?
The medicine they gave me, Ricky, is not the same dosage. I mean, I got to go to the doctor because this one here is not the same dose. It's a different.
I can tell. We can tell. Yeah. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news. It's what's trending now.
All right, y'all, if you want to talk to Dr. MJ Collier, you can get at us 866-9-RICKY, 13 minutes after the hour, y'all. So we got a lot of stuff going on. We're glad to have the one and only Dr. MJ Collier on with us this morning. And Dr. Collier, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley, and happy Monday. It's August 17th, and we are here with your coronavirus update. I hope everybody had a great weekend because we had some good things happen and we had some bad things happen. One, we're at 5.41 million cases in the United States after 42,000 cases were recorded yesterday, and we're past the magic number of 170,000 deaths due to the coronavirus. Now, one of the things that's going on is phase 3 in the vaccine trials. That's the final phase before the vaccine is actually released. They're supposed to have 30,000 people in the trial, and they're having difficulty recruiting, particularly with minorities. You have to have diversity in your clinical trials now because guess what, Ricky? Things don't work the same in men or women. They don't work the same in black people versus Caucasian people or other people of color. So they need to have people of color in these vaccine trials before they can determine whether they're safe or not. And so they're having difficulty, of course, and we know that, black people mistrust the clinical trial system, particularly after things like, the Tuskegee situation. So that is one of the issues that we're having there. But good news, it being partially funded by the NBA, the new test, the Saliva Direct test, is now available. This test is a simple test that really just requires a collection of saliva in a tube and kept at room temperature. So you don't have to refrigerate it. It doesn't require any special reagents, but the virus is viable in the saliva for an extended period of time. So you can just collect the saliva and then do the test, for which results can be available in as little as 3 hours. So that is going to be a game changer. But guess what, Ricky? The key thing is that instead of the test costing $100 like they have had or more in labs, the test should be, the cost of to the lab should be about $10. So that should make it affordable for everybody. Wow. It should be readily available. We don't have to worry about things like reagents, special tubes, all the things that have been barriers to increasing the number of testing and the accuracy of testing is now there with the Saliva Direct test. So it's highly sensitive. It yields similar results to the nasal swab. The PCR nasal swab is the gold standard, and that continues to be the gold standard, but this will be much more readily available and ready for the population. So the PCR testing and all the other testing will still be available. This is just an adjunct to those things, and it's going to be a game changer.
It would be nice if they could do that test, get the coronavirus results and antibodies test all in one. That would be good.
Well, there is a technology that does just that, Ricky. There's a rapid blood test now that will do that. It will give you the antigen test as well as the antibody testing. It's just not readily available as of now. But I think it has had FDA approval, and I'm trying to get some of it so that I can try it out and see how it works in comparison to the PCR nasal swab. When a new technology comes out, I still send it to a reference lab to make sure that the results are comparable, and they are. And most of the tests that are coming out now, they've been vetted already, and they have, they've been tested and show that they work.
Right. Y'all call us up if you want to talk to Dr. MJ Collier. Hit us up 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. Taking your phone calls up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Y'all, we got the one and only Dr. MJ Collier. You know, the kids are going back to school in many states across the country, and Labor Day around the corner. COVID-19 cases continue to rise. A whole lot of stuff going on, and that's why we always give you coronavirus updates with the one and only Dr. MJ Collier. Let's go to the phone. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. You on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Okay, so my question is, I'm supposed to get married in October, and I don't want to cancel it, but my fiance, he wants to push the date back. So I just want to know, like, what do you think the coronavirus will be looking like in October? Like, as far as what you think it'll be better or worse?
I think it's definitely going to be worse. Remember, it's trending up. There's been no real changes. If we could get everybody to wear their mask and take their vitamin D, then we could probably impact this coronavirus. But I think it would be much better to delay it right now. It's probably easy enough to get out of the contracts illegally, and you can just change the date. And, you know, y'all still going to get married. It's going to be fun, but you want to be able to enjoy yourself. And with all the restrictions they have in place right now for large gatherings, you'd have to have a small, intimate wedding, and that just is probably not what you visualize. So I don't think we're going to have any substantive improvements by October.
Gary, why your face looked like that when she said Beyonce won?
Because I'm going to reserve my opinion.
you don't have nothing to say, Gary? Why you look like that, Gary?
Because you know how that doggone man on here, he think he's slick.
He
think he's slick.
We're going to think it's positive, Gary.
Oh, yeah, positive. Yeah, he just don't want to get corona.
All right, let's go to the phone. You're on with Dr. MJ Collier. Good morning.
Hey, my question is, in a work situation, I work in a hotel, and I need to know if one of my coworkers have tested positive or being tested, should I be quarantining myself?
Yes, you should be quarantined. That's a known exposure, but ideally, I would get tested. That would be the rapid determination, because if you get tested and you test negative, then you're able to still work. If you just decide to quarantine, then the quarantine recommendation by the CDC is 14 days. Now, if your employer will allow you to take 14 days off, you know, that's a business decision that each employer is making, and they're becoming less tolerant of it, if you will. Before, they were paying their staff, they were paying for the testing, but I see a decrease in that substantially. And so that's why a lot of people aren't getting tested, because they're afraid if they test positive, they're going to be required to stay off of work. So I would definitely try to get tested as quickly as possible.
All right, y'all, with Dr. MJ Collier. Good morning.
Thank you, Dr. Collier, for being on to give this information. I just want to know if there are ways that you can protect yourself if you're going in for certain appointments, especially a dental appointment.
Dentists really do a phenomenal job in protecting themselves. They have done this long before the coronavirus, because they mask, they wear shields, they do everything that's necessary to protect you from them. And most of the dentist offices, I went to a dental appointment myself 1 week ago. I was the only person there, and so that helps tremendously. But they are really, really doing a great job in trying to control this coronavirus. But you wear your mask until you're inside the operatorium. Then you'll have to unmask, of course, for dental work. But also boost your immune system. Take your vitamin D and your zinc, and so you have your best chance of fighting off this infection.
There you go. You're on with Dr. MJ Collier. Good morning.
I would like to know, does it matter what time of day that I take my vitamins?
No, most of the vitamins are once daily dose, and once you obtain what's called steady state, that means that roughly it'll last you 24 hours, and you just try to take it at about the same time every day. It doesn't have to be exact. Nothing bad is going to happen if you miss it by an hour or two, but just also to just create a culture of you taking it. So I tell people the easiest thing to do is take it in the morning when you wash your face and brush your teeth. Keep your vitamins on the sink and, closed so that the moisture doesn't deteriorate them, and then make sure that you take them. This is a simple regimen that you put into place. If you start altering it and taking it at different times, chances of you missing a dose is much higher.
Right. Dr. Collier, let everybody know how you could be reached.
You can reach me on all social media at AskDr MJ. And for more information on how to boost your immune system, please go to the website lipodrops.com. And as always, these are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier, your primary care doctor, and your Rickey Smiley medical consultant, and not the opinion of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show or its radio affiliates.
Hey, Dr. Collier, I appreciate you, man.
We appreciate you, sir. Go Morehouse and roll tide.
Yeah, I know that's right. AS, now Alabama State, baby. Hey, listen, man, we got Mark Morial up next, man. Time for the State of Black America. Coming up next, you don't want to miss it. Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 29 minutes after the hour. All right, right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's time for the State of Black America, a weekly commentary by former New Orleans Mayor and Louisiana State Senator Mark Morial, who is now National Urban League President and CEO. Good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good to be with you this morning. Happy Monday to all.
Yes, sir, man. A whole lot of stuff happened since last week.
It has been busy, and I want to thank everyone that tuned into the State of Black America release last Thursday. We had over 15,000 people who tuned into a powerful discussion, and the State of Black America report is available to you online at nul.org. So check it out. Important information on the bleak picture of the pandemic that has emerged in America, the triple pandemic, the pandemic of COVID, the pandemic of the economy, and the pandemic of racial justice. But Ricky, this morning for the State of Black America, I want to highlight three quick issues. Number one, the census. The census remains important, and we have learned that the Trump administration and the Census Bureau want to cut the census short and counting on September 30th. This is really an outrage after they earlier said that they would continue it through the end of October. And so what this means is that the American people and Black America could be cheated out of a complete and accurate count. So we are looking at some things that we can do to counteract this, and I want everyone to stay tuned. Second issue is the United States Post Office. You might be like me and have relatives and friends who've been letter carriers, postal employees, do a great job every single day delivering checks and medicines and credit cards in a safe and effective way. Now we've got the President of the United States trying to undermine the Postal Service, pulling up mailboxes all over the country, all in an effort to try to affect the outcome of the election. This is the most outrageous.
Is that even legal?
Any president. It is patently illegal. And, of course, he has his own guy in as head of the Postal Service who's basically carrying his water and doing his bidding. So, once again, there's a whole coalition of civil rights organizations looking at how we can best counteract that. The Congress is going to come back and hold hearings. We think the courts ought to intervene. This has got to be stopped.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, can somebody file anything in the courts?
Ricky, stay tuned. We are looking at the options of lawsuits on the census as well as on the Postal Service because we have to take action. This is unprecedented, but I want everyone not to be tricked and not to be fooled. We are going to get out and vote no matter what. Whether we have to go in person, whether we have to go to early voting, we're going to try to see what we can do to make sure that voting by mail is safe. But this is nothing but another effort to undermine democracy, the precious right to vote, and the system. And it is so, this is what happens in these regimes, these totalitarian regimes that we've seen, where the leader tries to manipulate the outcome of the election by altering and affecting the process. We're going to stand up to it, Ricky.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We gonna have to, man. I always look forward to having you come on because, man, it's so much stuff going on.
So much stuff happening, Ricky.
Yeah, man.
We got a lot of issues out there, but we want your listeners who are active citizens and leaders in the community to be informed. Final thing I wanted to just say, hooray for the first Black woman to be on a presidential ticket, Kamala Harris. I mean, this is an important first. This sister who's a Howard grad and an AKA has paid her dues, and she excites. I was so excited because she's been to the National Urban League's meetings and conventions. We've honored her before. She's an excellent, I think, historic choice to be on the ticket.
Yes, sir. Man, I'm so excited having you. Always good to have you on. I really look forward to this, y'all. You've been
listening
to the State of Black America with former mayor of New Orleans and former Louisiana State Senator Mark Morial, currently the leader of the National Urban League. Man, thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Mark. And we look forward to having
Follow
you
us
back
on Twitter.
Month.
Follow us on Twitter at Nat Urban League and at Mark Morial. Follow the conversation, and I'll see you next Monday.
I bet. Hey, Mark, you sound like
on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
You sound like you would do good being in charge of the Men's Day program at church. Man, you had that thing so organized.
Yeah, man.
You just give me the address of the church, and I'll be there, brother.
Right now.
Mark Boreal, ladies and gentlemen.
You got it.
Yes, sir. He'll have that men's day be organized.
It'd be rocking, man.
Yes,
Everybody
sir.
be in lockstep.
And hey, Mark, Dan be up there singing with us. Call on the Lord, on the Lord, call on the Lord.
But you know, if you get me singing, Ricky, I gotta do it the Milli Vanilli way. So have a track ready.
It'll be me and you. We'll both be on the track.
You got it.
All right, have a good day, man.
All right. God bless you. Thank you.
God bless you. All right, Eva, what you going to be talking about up next?
Well, as a single parent, at what point do you introduce your child to the person you're dating? But we're going to talk about that with a twist today.
I got the answer that night. You're going to go and introduce him that night. That night when I come over there, we ain't going to talk about it. We don't need to talk about that.
Well, we got to talk about it. We unpacking it coming up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
To all the hard-working women and everyday super moms, we got a little something for you. It's Evas Corner on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 10 minutes before the top of the hour, y'all. It's time for Eva's Corner. What you got this morning?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone. And shout out to all the hardworking moms out there. But today, I'm talking about the hardworking dad. So usually I discuss topics that are super heavy on the mom and as a wife, but today I'm taking a letter from a listener. So I was contacted by a male listener that sent me a letter, and it says, I have a friend who has a 17-year-old daughter. Now he says that he does not want to bring me around his daughter until I'm in a serious situation. I live alone and he does want to come to my house, but I told him he's not welcome in my house until I'm welcome in his house. So do you think I'm doing the right thing by not allowing him to come to the house, or should I respect the fact that he has a daughter living with him? So just a little bit of context. The daughter is a 15-year-old girl. She's the only child, and he's raised the daughter as a single dad his entire life. And now he's getting a little serious with this woman, but she thinks that she's sensing red flags because he won't invite her over, but has explained to her that, look, I have a daughter and I don't want her to see women coming in and out of the house, so I'm not ready. So,
okay, how many women coming in and out of the house?
None, according to him, and he doesn't want to.
Well, who is 17? Who's 17 years old?
He has kids. He has a 15-year-old daughter and a 17-year-old daughter. So he has two kids. That ain't
gonna have no effect on them if he got a chick come through. I mean, I'm just saying, like, she come over and watch TV, or we grilling out, or we eating dinner. This is my friend.
But he might be super religious, though, and, don't want to show
having a friend to come over and eat some black-eyed peas and neck bones.
Well, see, this is the thing, Ricky. He wants to do that, but he wants to do that at her house without the kids. He doesn't want to do that at home.
He want to go to her house.
Family thing. Yeah, he want to go to her house, but she doesn't want him to come over unless she's allowed to come to his house with his daughters.
Well, that's
fair. I need to break up.
Well, no, it's not fair because now she don't have kids apparently. So why he can't go over there?
Well, no, because she needs to meet the daughters too. I mean, if they're gonna date and
at what point do you meet the daughters?
You shouldn't meet the daughters until you get married, a day before you get married. Because their mama's probably told
everybody gonna go. Look. We going to Dave and Buster's. Meet us at Dave and Buster's.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so Rocky,
Chuck E. Cheese if they're young.
What about you? Because you were a single dad before you married Crystal, and how, not to get all up in your business and tell it, but I just did. How did y'all navigate that? And at what point did you introduce your daughters to Crystal?
I was nervous, man. And mine were younger, though. Mine was 3 and 5. And it took almost 3 months, because when I realized that I was really liking Crystal, and I thought this could be a long-term situation, and I wanted to take it to the next level, I was still terrified about meeting my daughters because I didn't know really how Crystal may have felt about it. So it took me about 3 months. But I can understand why this guy is a little nervous, because what happens if the girl that he's dating doesn't work? Then he starts dating another girl.
Well,
then he starts dating another girl.
Well, the kids are at high school age. They'll be getting them ready for prom, helping them get ready for college. So what if something happens to the relationship? It just,
And then, hold on, Rocky. I know you ain't gonna sit up here and act like you saved and holy and thou.
Okay.
And then you just sit up here and bought Crystal to All-Star Weekend. And y'all just been dating a week. You done bought
They
her
have been
to
married
All-Star
for
Weekend. You
20
done
plus years.
messed it up.
And he brought her to Vegas with us.
Well, they've been married for 20
All-Star
plus
Weekend.
Yeah. So
I brought Sam to the beach.
You brought Sam to the beach, and baby, you had a good old beach day.
But she still hadn't met my babies yet at the time.
Okay, so I'm going to go with Rati on this. Having been a single dad, taking a little bit of time before you introduce your new lover or counterpart to your children, it's okay to take a little time. And ladies, if your man is that good of a man that he's taking care of his kids and worrying about their well-being over yours, you might want to keep him.
Man,
That's all I got to say.
Hey, Aaron Diaz, and this is Meg. Baby, sit down.
Stallion.
Okay. Songs that stay in your head all day coming up.
The Rickey Smiley morning show, baby.
Oh, yeah.
I can't get it out of my head.
Right there. That's the best part of that song.
Boy, that song gonna be in your head all day.
And this week, it's the hip-hop edition.
And it goes a little something like this. Oh, man, I got one for you right here, man. And this is what I hope everybody have. I hope everybody can be singing this song at the end of the day, man. Here we go, y'all. The one and only Ice Cube. Boy, let me tell you something, boy. When that came out, hey, Eva, that's West Coast right there. I had that 300 ZX, man.
Oh, day. Man, this song remind me of playing with water balloons and playing flag football in the front with my brothers, but we didn't have a real flag. We used to take a dishcloth and we used to tuck it into our little pants. Okay, anything that hangs. This song reminds me of running up and down the street with my brothers.
Eva, I had that doggone 300 ZX with 40% finance charge.
40%?
Man, I'm still paying for that. I'm still paying.
You got 3 payments left, don't you?
Yes, sir.
You was looking good driving with this song bumping.
Sir, man, my credit was so bad, man. 40% finance charge.
Oh, what you got?
I paid $96,000 for that car.
I paid what, Kate?
The sticker was $19.95. You ended up paying $96,000.
Hey, Q. Hey, we got Ice Cube. Hey, Q.
Yo, what's up with you, man? How you doing?
Y'all give it up and show your love for the one and only Ice Cube on with us this morning, man. Q. Hey, Q, what year you wrote, man? That brought back some real memories, man. When I had my 300 ZX, man, I was proud of that car.
Yeah, that's back in 92 right there. 1992.
Yes, sir, man. Bill Clinton was president back then, man. Y'all, ladies and gentlemen, man, I'm so excited, man. Listen, man, put your hands together for the legendary rapper, the one and only Ice Cube, man. Listen, man, as we prepare the vote in November, Ice Cube is calling attention to police reform, reparations, and inequality. And listen, man, if you hadn't been following his career since NWA and F the Police in 1988, you know that this is nothing new for Ice Cube. And recently he shared his contract with Black America, where Ice Cube lays out a very detailed plan to change the situation for black people in America, man. So,
all right.
That's right, man. So first, where's the best place to find and review the complete contract with Black America, and where do you want people to start?
I mean, you can go to cwba.world, and there's 2 versions on there. There's the, what I call the short version if you want to just brush up on it real quick. And then there's the longer version that really lays out some of the things I think we need to do, or the country needs to do, to rectify, the situation with black people here in America.
Right.
Yeah, and you seem to hit on so many of the important issues in the contract. Can you just quickly talk about the plan for banking and finance?
Well, if you really look at the situation, we just want a little bit of fairness. I mean, we put all our money in these banks. We're 13.4% of the country, but we only get 3% of the loans that's out there. Right. So 97% of the money that's in all the banks go to some other community and culture, but misses us. So these are some of the things that we need fixed. You know, there's no way for us to grow in this capitalist society if we don't have capital. So we need access to this. 42% of our businesses went under during this pandemic. And, you know, there's no relief for us. Out of them $3 trillion that went out, how many went to black businesses to bail them out? Little or none. So we just got to change this and change the dynamic.
Right. So Ice Cube, can you speak to those who's not excited about the Biden-Harris ticket?
Well, you got to get excited about something. I mean, if you not excited about Donald Trump, you got to get excited about the prospect of a new president, new vice president coming in, and hopefully implementing some of these things that's in the contract with Black America. You know, it's laid out, it's pretty broad, and some of these are just common sense moves that they should do, that they should have did, you know, hundreds of years ago, to be honest. So I don't understand what's the reason why, you know, things don't move the way they should, but we got to push. And the way we push is with the ballot. You know, they scared of our vote. Right. So that's our weapon. And we got to use it, and use it intelligently.
That's right, Cube. You so right. So what's your message for the entertainment industry, Cube?
And when it comes to what?
Everything. The Biden, Harris, voting, everything. What would you say to everybody speaking out?
I mean, everybody should use their influence to push people to do the right thing. You know, I can't say more other than that. It's an individual thing, you know.
Right.
A lot of people, when you push like I'm pushing or others, you know, you end up losing more business than you gain. So, you know, it's really an individual thing, you know, because a lot of people don't want to put their livelihood on the line to say political things, you know. But me, I'm not worried about that. You know, to me, when you got the mic and you got the platform, you got to seize the moment. And you got to say what needs to be said at the time it need to be said. And, you know, let the chips fall where they may, and just stand behind the truth and Almighty God. That's it. Speaking
of the truth, when it comes to policing in America, I'm from South Central LA, so I already know. But tell me, what do you think about police reform in America?
Well, you need to do, it's three things that need to be done. You know, if you do police reform, then the justice system, the prison system is still going to be corrupt. So we're still going to end up having the same fate. So you gotta clean up the police. You gotta clean up the justice system, because we have a lot of bad lawyers out there, DAs, even defense lawyers. Some of them are terrible. And then you gotta clean up the prisons. Prison for profit, we gotta kill that. You know, having quotas where a prison has to be 95% full, or, you know, who cares how full the damn prison is? You know, that right there leads people to just throw people in jail.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're trying to meet quotas.
Yeah.
They don't even care about you. So we got to get rid of all this stuff that leads to our pain, our destruction. You know, and we can't go back to normal, as they say. That normal that we left, you know, in February or whatever. You can't go back to that stuff. We gotta have something new and fresh.
Absolutely. Hey, Q, let everybody know how they can get that information one more time.
If you go to cwba.world, you'll be able to see the contract with Black America. And what I need people to do is really support it, push it, let your local politicians, state politicians, federal politicians know this is a foundation that we need to start with to start healing this country for real, and not just these little things that they're doing just to shut us up. You know, we need real reform to help us, you know, close this generational wealth gap. And when I say generational wealth gap, by us not owning land, houses, businesses, things like that at the number we should have from generations back,
Mm-hmm.
You know, every white person, you know, that you see, their family is worth $1. And, I mean, as far as every dollar that they're worth, our families are worth 10 cents. And that's just terrible. We got to close that gap right there. We got to close it. And it's not getting any smaller. It's getting wider. So pretty soon it's going to be, we're going to still be worth 10 cents. And they're going to be worth $1.10. You know what I mean? More than us. $1.20 more than us. $1, you know, and then it just grows. And this is over generations. And we got to close that. And we close it through some of the things that's in the contract with Black America.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up and show your love for Ice Cube, and be sure to check out the full contract with Black America at icecube.com. That's icecube.com. Hey, Cube, man, appreciate everything.
Yeah.
Appreciate you always, bro.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate you. Now, look, Ricky, if we get this through, you won't be still paying on that 300 ZX, man, that you still paying on, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
you can fix some of these things with your 40% financing, man. You know?
Hey, Cube,
I don't go through that no more as a people.
Hey, go on, do one more Friday after next, man. I had a Christmas tree ready. We can pay it all off. And the house.
Okay. I'm on my way.
There it is. Y'all give it up and show your love. Ice Cube, man. Coming up, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's 26 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Here's a quick look at your front page news. So this past Saturday, a test for the coronavirus that uses saliva samples was approved for emergency use by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. So the test was developed with funding by the NBA and the National Basketball Players Association. The new test could be a whole game changer since it's much less invasive than the current nose swab test. Also, Speaker Nancy Pelosi is calling the House back into session to vote on new legislation to block the changes being made with the U.S. Postal Service. Democrats and several Republicans hope to prevent President Trump from suppressing voting by mail during this pandemic. Also, speaking of the pandemic, there's a new term that you'll start hearing very soon. We just learned pandemic, and health experts are saying that in addition to COVID-19, once the flu season hits, we'll be in a twindemic. So they're urging everyone to go out there and get your flu shot because the flu, along with the coronavirus, gives us a twindemic. Now, in other news, Joe Biden took the high road this weekend and tweeted a message of sympathy yesterday to President Trump. Trump's younger brother, Robert Trump, died sadly at the age of 71 on Saturday. And last, Biden will officially accept the Democratic nomination this Thursday during the Democratic National Convention, which kicks off tonight. The convention will be virtual this year with speeches scheduled to run from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And tonight's speaker will be,
Man,
yes,
Kamala Harris ought to come out there and put her hair in a French roll. I swear all y'all will vote for her. If she put her hair in a French roll and put them pins in the back and get them little curls coming down front, but I'm talking about
You already know. But guess what? Michelle Obama speaking tonight. So you already know the forever First Lady drip is going to be on point, and Bernie Sanders
she come out there and got her hair in a pineapple when they put that pre-con gel and put that net on their hair and do them little pineapples. Boy,
don't do the pineapple. Don't do the pineapple. Rock teasy, faux cheesy.
But Rock got that little mohawk going on. Tell him, man, we gonna have y'all trying to say Kamala Harris ain't black, and she come out there with a French roll, boy. She gonna, I swear to everybody, gonna shut up. I apologize, Eva.
All you gotta do is ski week. They all know she black.
Oh, yes, man. Well, let's talk about the opening round of the NBA playoffs begins today. It's going to be a little bit exciting, man. You know, of course, the fans won't be there, but they out there in the bubble in Orlando about to get ready to get things cranked off. I'm going to tell you something. Just pay attention to two series out from the Western Conference. The Portland Trail Blazers versus the Lakers. That could be an upset right there. I mean, a lot of people got the Lakers already in the championship, but don't sleep on the Trail Blazers, man. They heating up. Also, the Mavericks versus the Clippers. That's going to be interesting combination right there with that series as well. So we're going to see what happens, man. Last but not least, Ohio State quarterback Justin Fields started a petition requesting for the Big Ten to immediately reinstate the 2020 football season. He received over 200,000 signatures so far. He believes that players and staff members should be able to make their own decisions about what is best for their health. Of course, he's referring to COVID-19 and the coronavirus. So we'll see if he can get that thing switched back over and try to have a college football season. It is what it is. Got the hot spot right now.
Hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, bottom of the hour. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into this thing. A trailer for season 4 of OWN's Black Love was released on social media, and it has accused the show of perpetuating colorism, y'all. Lord, the conversation started on Twitter when a user at African Ninethiest or something like that retweeted the trailer, which features mostly light-skinned women with dark-skinned men, and wrote, "Y'all see it too, right? For all you who missed the point, where are the dark-skinned women? Why are we not being represented in a show about black love?" She continued, "No, we're not going to be."
She having that. What? Nah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that now. Oprah does
sister's dark skin.
Right, a great job at casting over there at OWN. Now,
yes.
you know, I don't agree with Oprah on everything, but y'all ain't gonna sit up here and just make it seem like she just only picking having light skinned women on those TV shows. I don't be watching Greenleaf and all that stuff, but you know, because I be too busy watching my 600-pound life.
Greenleaf too.
But I see the cast. I see the cast.
Absolutely. Me and Brett are avid watchers, and they get the color spectrum of men and women run the gamut.
Yes.
I just don't see dark-skinned women on my 600-pound life, because all of them be light-skinned and white, and they need to do something.
They're usually white.
Jesus. All right, y'all. Moving on, Ellen DeGeneres seems to have made a lot of enemies, y'all. The talk show host, who is currently the subject of an internal investigation into her show of reports of a toxic environment, was also victimized, y'all, in a burglary that police are calling an inside job. The burglary took place last month. Would you stop?
I'm sorry, my 600-pound life. I just hear rock tea. The burglary. I can't stop.
What you saying, Rock?
Stop eating.
Rock, would they be ordering? Would they order at McDonald's, Rock?
Sorry,
you don't understand. I go to McDonald's and I just want the value menu. And then I see
what they order, Rock?
The 20-piece chicken McNugget. And I order 9 of them.
So how many nuggets I add up to?
180 nuggets. 180 nuggets.
Congratulations to Anthony Anderson for receiving a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, y'all.
They got the nerve to order a Diet Coke.
Oh my God. We're gonna wrap up the hot spot. We're gonna get out of here, y'all. We're gonna wrap up the hot spot. Coming up next is you ain't nothing, Eva. Coming up next, we started this mess. Is Chef Jannard Wells with the quarantine? No, with the quarantine cooking. What?
Hold on.
After all 180 nuggets,
I'll take a small French fry.
And we got the Rickey Smiley
Morning Show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time for quarantine cooking, man. We got the one and only Chef Jannard on with us this morning. What up, man?
What's good, man? We keeping this thing rocking and rolling.
Woo, boy, I'm hungry. I know you're cooking something good today, man.
Look, exactly. You already know it. School is still in session, and I figure, hey, let's take it a little easy. Everybody always talking about that meatless Monday, but it's okay. How do I remove meat but still keep a great meal? So what I gave them the best of both worlds, Ricky.
Oh, yeah.
You already know it. Look. That buffalo cauliflower. You love hot wings? Well, look at you. I hear them You love hot wings?
Go ahead and break those cauliflowers out. And what I did was I did a light batter on them, a light flour batter seasoning with some all-purpose season, lemon pepper, and then I popped them bad boys in the air fryer. But see, it's cool if you don't have an air fryer. You can pop them in the oven, 375 degrees for 20 minutes, still get a nice crispy crust, or you can pan sear. But I say, hey, if you want to eat something nice, good, and healthy, go ahead and put them in the air fryer. But then when we take them out, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take some hot sauce, some honey, lemon pepper seasoning, blend it together in a nice wok, and we're gonna toast them bad boys in it.
Come on, toast.
All right, then. You doing it like that?
Okay.
That's how we kicking this Monday off.
Man.
Flour never sounds so good.
I'm trying to tell you. Oh, it is. Look, you still feel good and light after finish eating it. And for those that are on the go, this is something you can whip up real fast, serve to the whole family. And it's just like eating a hot wing, except it ain't got no wing.
There it is, man. Hey, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Man, look, they want to check out the full lowdown on this video, the lowdown with the up down. They need to make sure they go to Rickey Smiley's official page, because that's where I'm throwing it down all day, every day. Then after that, just swipe on over to Chef Janar's page and see what I'm doing. Then after you finish with that, you might well see what the rest of the gang on the Rickey Smiley got going on, because you jokers staying or something.
There it is. I just swooped it. Hey, y'all give it up to the one on the Chef Janar.